Hi, I'm Seamless, and this is the 11th 20K tutorial video. This one was suggested by Reddit user Mogurface, and this is a Dr. P sound from his track, Flying Spaghetti Monster. Now, I'm gonna play it. I kind of approximated the MIDI in the track. It's not 100% correct, and the sound is also not nearly as awesome. Like, it's kind of awesome, it's the right direction, but it's not as cool as what that track had. So let's explain what ended up happening so that maybe you can find a better way to do this yourself, or perhaps you may know when this one thing was holding you back. So basically what's up is that I engaged the harmonizer in Harmor, which is the default settings, with a low width. And the way that the harmonizer works in Harmor is that instead of just playing additional notes at higher registers, like, oh, I'm harmonizing an octave, so just play an octave, what it does is it will take harmonics and copy the whole harmonic amount. So like if I did this, this would copy everything and paste it, basically paste it higher, and it would be like playing an octave, sort of. But when I do it like this, it pastes it, incrementally higher in such a way that it only applies in that level. So you can kind of see the effect that it has. And this ends up being a much more interesting sound, in my opinion, than traditional like harmonizers would do just by playing, more MIDI notes. Anywho, that's just what struck out to me as the sound, is that it was a very harmonic, like harmony full kind of deal. And it was also short and like sort of punchy kind of deal. So I also engaged the pluck a little bit, but I did change the shape of it to be kind of like this. And because the way the pluck works is that this is actually the audio spectrum, and then this amount is how long it takes for it to decay. So the low end here is saying it's taking the longest time to decay, basically that it's always going to be there. I'm also automating volume, because as much as the pluck was doing its job, I needed the extra amount of automation and the volume. But you can see that it does stay settled there when the pluck values are all the way up there. But then I also wanted the mids to kind of stay in there, but then I didn't want the highs to come out kind of fast. And then it's distorted. So the reason why the sound is not perfect is because I'm not super sure what's going on beneath the distortion of the sound that he created. And I'm also not sure how the distortion was made. The way that I'm doing it is that I'm using one of the harsher distortion algorithms, Ribbon, compressing it in Harmor, and then I'm compressing it again, but I'm compressing it so fast. I'm using a very low release and like no attack or ahead. This is creating a very kind of sort of softer-ish distortion. Not quite as harsh as actual soft saturation, but still pretty intense. But in the multiband areas, the compression is being normal compression, and keeping it kind of big. I also engaged unison to kind of create more harmonic interestingness beneath the sound, because I feel like there is some in the original. I didn't actually alter any of the unison pitch values; it's just the same unison value the whole way through. But I did automate the basically the effect to go away quickly, like I'm prone to do. That's pretty much it for this sound. Oh yeah, and also I altered the local EQ a bit. And what local EQ is in Harmor is that it's basically a per note EQ. So when I hit this, you can kind of see already how there's this sort of separation. That's the harmonizer doing. Yeah. Basically what this means is that if I hit a C and then this is the first harmonic and this is the second harmonic, and so these two are going to be changed in a certain way at C value, that's going to be the same exact position but just transposed on each note is what that means. Forgetting what I turned off. Yeah, so this is about as far as I got on this sound. I hope this was good for you. I hope it was helpful. And I'm going to be doing more. So, moving on.